Good morning, student. Welcome back in class 9 bio class. In my last video, I discussed the improvement of food resources chapter, topic 1, crop variety improvement. Those who are new in this class, they should consult my last video before joining this class. And one reminder, those who are new in this channel, they should subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Now today's topic is crop production management. In crop production management, we have to discuss so many things like cost management, nutrient management, irrigation, and cropping pressure. In crop production management, the first point is cost management. Student, like every industry, agriculture also industry, input and output there. Input correlate with output, or you can say output correlate with input. The finance invest give the output. According to this, there is three type of cost management: no cost production, low cost production, and high cost production. Don't understand. Now take an example. In Bengal, in my village, there is a home. In my home kitchen garden, I have seen so many vegetables like jamaican, same, chili, brinjal, tomato. They grown every year in the kitchen garden and safe. There is no investment there and no taking care of there. This is what? This is no cost production. Low cost production, people having the low land area and low financial background, they plow the field with cow buffalo, use less amount of fertilizer, and they get the production. So this is low cost production. High cost production, people having good area of farm area, they use tractor, trailer, combine. By using this and high amount of fertilizer, by using this, they get high yield. What is this? This is high cost production. Input always related to output. As you invest, as you get return. So this is the cost management. What is the next point? The next point is nutrient management. As you know, we get food and we work. Like us, plant also want food. Plant get nutrient from the air, water and soil. There is a need of 16 nutrients for the plant growth. Out of these, two nutrients, oxygen and carbon, they get from atmosphere. Hydrogen, they get from water. Rest 13 nutrients, they get from soil. Out of 13 nutrients, 6 nutrients are required more quantity. So they are treated as macronutrients. And 7 require in less quantity, what they known as micronutrient. What is the macronutrient? Macronutrient are nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium and sulfur. These nutrients need in more quantity. So they are treated as macronutrient. And what is the micronutrient? Micronutrients are 7. Out of these, iron, manganese, zinc, copper, molybdenum and chlorine are important. These nutrients they get from the soil. But whenever you are doing the cropping in a field, a year after year, so crop get the nutrient from the field. There is no unlimited resources of nutrient in the soil. So where they get nutrient again after using it, means how it replenishes. It replenishes by providing manure and fertilizer. Farmer use manure and fertilizer. What is manure? Manure is the organic matter produced by farmer by animal excreta, farm waste, residue of plant and animal or other things. These manure are providing lesser amount of nutrient, but it increases the soil fertility. How it increases the soil fertility? It increases the soil fertility by making the soil porous, by increasing the water holding capacity of the sandy soil. And in loamy soil, it did not allow water logging. It changed the structure and structure of the soil. But one of the disadvantages of the manure that it provides lesser amount of nutrient. Manure also so many types. There is a compost, vermicompost and green manure. Compost. What is composting? Farmer use farm waste and they dig a trench and farm waste, all other things, animal excreta, they put in the trench and cover it by soil. Then compost made. That compost used in the field for increasing the fertility of the soil. Vermicompost. Vermicompost is the same of the composting, but instead of composting only by trench, that is using of earthworm in it. Why they use earthworm? As you know, earthworm eat soil and release soil as a fecal matter. So they produce humus. So compost with earthworm is very important. This is one of the manure. Now, green manure. What is the green manure? Green manure is that which farmer used to sow sunhemp, gore, this type of green plant in the field before sowing seed. Once farmer sown green manure, one farmer sown hemp and gore in the field. Before plowing the field for sowing seed, they plow it once again and cover this plant within the soil. They get decomposed. These sunhemp gore get decomposed in the soil and produce nitrogen and phosphorus to the soil. Now come down to the fertilizer. Fertilizer is a chemically produced in industry. These fertilizers provide phosphorus, nitrogen to the soil. Fertilizer important. Why? Fertilizer water soluble. As the fertilizer water soluble, it easily available to the plant. And fertilizer provide nutrient to the plant. It is necessary for the good growth of plant, vegetative growth of plant, reproduction or others. As fertilizer is there, fertilizer also have the disadvantages. Excessive use of fertilizer reduce the soil fertility. But as we have the disadvantage that manure provides lesser amount of nutrient, so we have to use the fertilizer. In this constraint, I like to discuss the organic farming. Organic farming is that farming where people do not use organic chemically blended fertilizer, use only manure and biofertilizer like neem, mahua. These are used as a pesticide and these are used as a manure. In this, there is no pollution to the food. And it get pollution-free food. Organic fertilizer have lot of advantages also because low investment is here. Farmer can save money without investing in the chemical fertilizer, and food which is produced, that is the not polluted. This is organic farming. Now in the point of food production management, there is a point of the irrigation. Irrigation, as you know, the India is monsoon based country. So it is not possible to grow crop without water. It depends upon the monsoon. If the monsoon is low, then crop production reduces. So there is so many other available method for irrigation. What are they? Oil, canal, liver lift, and tank. Oil are two types: dug oil, bore oil. From dug oil, bore oil, by pump we can lift the water, and after lifting the water we can irrigate the field. Canal. As you know, there is a lot of the reservoir in India. So in India, reservoirs are supplying the water to the canal and to the sub-canal. From the canal, sub-canal, even in the small drain, these supply the water to the field. Then, river lift. In the river catchment area, we can lift up the water from the river directly to the field by pump. But there is a need to develop check dam. What is check dam? In a small river, we can make a soil dam. Then water reservoir will be created there, and water can be supplied to the field from the check dam. Tank. In so many village area, there is a tank. Pond. From the pond, we can supply the water to the area. This is irrigation. Besides this, we have to make watershed, water harvesting method for proper irrigation. Government of India have the plan to connect all the main river by a canal. This is the future plan, and which allow the farmer to better irrigate better in the field. Now, cropping pattern. Cropping pattern also most important for production of the crop. There is a two type of method of cropping pattern: mixed cropping and row cropping. Mixed cropping, what? We can produce two crops in a particular field at the same time. They give insurance of production of one crop at least if one crop failure. Like example, mustard and wheat. If wheat give reduced production, then mustard give the production. These one example, like sunflower and sunflower and Mungfali. This is one. This is groundnut, Mungfali and sunflower that can be produced in a mixed cropping. Now, alternate. Farmer can use alternate row. We can produce. Once again, I would like to mention here, in West Bengal I have seen the farmer produce radish with potato. That is also example of mixed cropping. How? In the row of the potato, they produce radish. Radish taken up before harvesting of the potato. So this is also example of mixed cropping. Now row cropping. In row cropping, some people can develop few row of the some crop and few row of the other crop. In this way, they can develop better production of the crop in the same field, like maize and lobia. You can develop maize and lobia in the same field in the row pattern. But what to be mind here? You have to mind whenever you are selecting the crop, you have to select the crop that you must know the nutrient necessity of the two crops. And nutrient necessity of the two crops should be different, either in the mixed cropping or in the row cropping. Now, finally, I like to discuss crop rotation. Crop rotation, in a single year, you can rotate different crops in the same field. Why not same crop year after year or season after season? Season after season, same crop cannot be developed, that you know. Year after year, developing the same crop is harmful. Why so? Take an example. You keep some vegetable food, vegetarian food and some non-vegetarian food in your home. After keeping that, you keep two vegetarian people in your home. As the people are vegetarian, they will eat all the vegetarian food, and one day there will be deficiency of the vegetarian food. But non-veg food will be stored there as it is. The same thing happens in the crop also. When same crop develop in the same field year after year, the nutrient required for the particular crop is become deficient. In the other hand, the nutrient which not required for that particular crop is become more. In class 11, you will study under mineral nutrition that when nutrient is deficient, there is so many effect in the plant. As well as you will understand the nutrient when is excess, that keep toxic effect. So these are the method of the crop production management. Next video, I will discuss crop production management. So these are the crop production management. Student, once again, I am telling you that after listening this topic, after viewing this topic, you should consult books. And what book? NCERT. Books is the best friend. After listening me, you please consult book and read it. Thank you. I will discuss crop production management in the next video. Thank you.